Hello, good day and welcome to my channel. The question here says find the radius of the circle below. This question is quite tricky, but we have to be careful of Pythagoras theorem that we have to apply here. Now, you agree with me that the distance from the center of a circle to the circumference is the radius. So that means this line here is the radius of the circle. Let me call it R. Similarly, this is also from the center to the circumference. That means the length of this line is R. That is the radius of the circle. Now, let us use this triangle AOX now to find the length of OX by using Pythagoras theorem. So from Pythagoras theorem, the square of the hypotenuse side, that is the longest side now, the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides of the triangle. So that means I'll be correct to write 8 square, which is the length of the longest side of this right angle triangle, is equal to the radius square, because the length of this part now is R. So the radius square added to the square of this side, OX. So I'm going to call it OX square. So now, let's make OX square the subject of the formula. So what I'm going to do is to simply say 8 square minus R square. And that will be equal to OX square. So I can also decide to rewrite this as OX square is equal to 64. Because 8 square is 64. 8 square is 64, and then minus R square. So now, we now have the value of OX square. I'm going to still leave the square. I'm not going to take OX because we are still going to take the square of this side to find another side. Now, let me make a trace here so that we can see something else that I want to do. I can decide to draw a straight line here from this point here down to this end, so that I have a right angle. Don't forget, this is also going to be a right angle triangle. OXB will also be a right angle because this side is 90. So sum of angle on a triangle is 180. So if this side is 90, it also means that this angle here is also 90 degrees. So I'm going to use triangle OXB now. And don't forget, the longest side is XB. So I'm going to start with that part, squaring the longest side. Let me rule a line here to show that that portion is there. So I'm going to say XB now, or BX. Let me say BX. BX squared, that is the length of the hypotenuse now. Don't forget we're using this right angle triangle. So BX squared is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So this side square, which is OX square, and then plus the third side now, which is the radius. Don't forget, from here to here is also radius. So this square, so R square. So that's BX square will be equal to OX square. But from this first solving that we did, OX square is 64 minus R square. So in place of OX square, I'm going to write 64 minus R square. So this is OX square, which is 64 minus R square. Then plus the R square that we have already here. So plus R square, which is this one here. So as R square. So that's BX square. BX square will be equal to, this is negative R square and this is positive R square. So negative R square plus positive R square will cancel each other. So that gives us 0. And then we have 64 left. So that we can now conclude by saying bx now, when we take the square root of both sides, we're going to get bx as the square root of 64. Don't forget the square root of bx squared will simply give us bx, and then the square root of 64, and that will give us 8. So we now have bx as 8 centimeters. So the length here, the length of this is 8 centimeters. Now let's move on by looking at a theorem in circle. Now this is a diameter. AB is a diameter. Now a diameter subtends an angle 90 degrees or a right angle at the circumference. That means the angle made by this diameter line on the circumference of a circle give us 90 degrees. So the theorem simply says angle in a semicircle is right angle. So that means this angle here is right angle, 90 degrees. Why? Because this full triangle ABY now has AB as diameter. So this angle Y, which the diameter makes at the circumference, will be 90 degrees because because the theorem says that angle in a semicircle is right angle. So this is 90 degrees. Now, with this as 90 degrees, we can now use this small triangle. I want to use this small triangle to find the side BY. So this small triangle side BY now. So we are going to say BX square. Don't forget this is using this small triangle now. BX is the longest side. So I'm going to say BX square now, which is the longest side, is equal to the sum of the other two sides. So BY square, and then added to this last part, which is 1. Don't forget XY here is 1 centimeter. So plus 1 square. So our BX square is 64. Don't forget, see BX square here. BX square is 64. So my BX square, I call it 64 because BX is 8. So 64 is equal to BY square, which is what we are looking for. BY square plus the square of 1 remains 1. So 1 square is 1. So I can continue by saying that BY square, I can leave this BY square and take this 1 to this side. So I'm going to say BY square. Let me write it first. BY square is 64. 64 is still on this side. This positive 1 goes to that side. It becomes negative 1. Don't forget, I'm taking this positive 1 to the left-hand side to make it 64 minus 1. But instead of writing this left-hand side first, I've decided to write BY square first. And then it's equal to 64 minus 1. So that BY square is equal to 63. 64 minus 1 is 63. Now, I would like to do the final parts using this portion that I have left here. Let me rule a line here now. Now, I already have my BY square as 63. Finally, I can use this large triangle, this full large triangle. Don't forget, it is also right angle at this point Y. So I can finally use this large triangle now, using Pythagoras again. This full length here, don't forget this is R and this is R. So this full length is 2R. That is R plus R is 2R. So the square of the hypotenuse, and that will be 2R square, 2R, and then I square it. 2R square is equal to the square of this other side added to the square of this side using Pythagoras theorem. So this full length here is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. So I'm going to say 9 square plus the square of BY, that is BY square. And BY square, we already have BY square here as 63. So BY square is 63. So the square of this power here affects the 2 and the r. So it's going to be 4. 2 square is 4, and then r square, because the power here affects the 2 terms inside the bracket. And that will be equal to 9 square is 81 plus 63. So I can say 4r square is equal to 81 plus 63 will give me 144. Then if I divide both sides by 4 and divide 144 by 4, I'll be left with r square on this side. So r square is equals to 144 divided by 4 will simply give me 36. So r square is 36. So I cannot take the square root of both sides so that I can get the value of r. The square root of r square will simply give me r. Don't forget, the square root of a square term will simply give you the term itself without the square. So the square root of r square is r, and that will be equal to the square root of 36. And the square root of 36 is equal to 6 centimeters as the radius of the circle. So the radius of the circle is 6 centimeters as our final answer. So please don't forget to share and like this video so that others can learn from it, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.